This is an amazing morning view of Yen Thai Street in Old Quarter, Hanoi, the vibrant capital of Vietnam. This is the sixth country I have visited. The purpose of trips like this is to explore different countries and experience their unique culture, lifestyle, language, and cuisine, offering a contrast to my own region. This video aims to share my observations and experiences from the journey. I apologize for any lack of skill in filming and editing. As you know, it's impossible to capture everything we see on a trip. These narrow streets, known as Hang Yang, are lined with various establishments including greengrocers, butchers, hotel and restaurants, massage parlors, and tourist service centers. The hustle and bustle that begins in the morning continues until midnight. From my observation, across the streets of Hanoi and other parts of Vietnam, women appear to work harder than men in many areas, whether they are fruits and vegetable vendors, butchers, or employees in tourist service centers. Women play a pivotal role in these industries. More and more women involved in businesses and services, working tirelessly to support their family. Enthusiastic women joyfully embrace their responsibilities at home while actively pursuing their professions and businesses. Many of these business owners live on the upper floor of their shops. This is why you will often see them eating on take or taking an afternoon nap within their own establishments. This journey began on 3rd October 2024, departing from Kochi via Ho Chi Minh City and arriving in Hanoi on 3rd October. The total cost for two people was rupees 15,773, approximately 187 US dollars. From Hanoi Airport to Hol Quarter, there was a shuttle bus service provided by Vietjet Airlines costing 100,000 Vietnamese dong, equivalent to rupees 336 or 3.93 dollar. We took a rickshaw from our hotel on Yen Thai Street to Hoan Kiem Lake, a 12-acre water body steeped in history, legend, and cultural significance. There are few people in the world celebrate life as wholeheartedly as the residents of Hanoi. The weekend's festivities begin on Friday evening and last until Sunday late night. Alongside family and friends, Hanoi locals, visitors from other parts of Vietnam, and foreigners transforms the old quarter of Hanoi into a vibrant festival city. Deciding to explore further, we strolled along Li Tai To Street, which runs along the lake's edge. Near to Hoan Kiem Lake.
Tặng người ta hết rồi, cam cũng hết rồi mình.
Hoan Kiem Lake, also known as Lake of the Returned Sword, associated with the legend of Vietnamese national hero Emperor Le Loi. The area is vibrant, marking the 70th anniversary of Battle of Dien Bien Phu, a pivotal victory by Viet Minh fighters led by revered leader Ho Chi Minh that ended French colonial rule. Vietnamese people are renowned for their bravery and patriotism, with a long history of resisting foreign tyranny. This tradition began with their struggle against Chinese dominance in the 15th century, continued through the fight against French colonial rule in the 20th century, and persisted in their resistance to American encroachment. Both the people and the government are focused on maintaining greenery and keeping the city clean. Directly opposite stood the monument honors King Li Tai To
King
Street,
Litai to.
which was built in 1896. Hoan Kiem Lake is associated with the legend of King Li Loi. In 15th century, Vietnam was under the rule of Ming dynasty in China, and Li Loi
അടുത്ത
drove them
വെച്ചാൽ
out with the help
monument.
of a magic sword named Tuan Tien, which was gifted by a fisherman named Li Tan. King Li Loi, later crowned as emperor, adopted the name of his great grandfather and the founder of Li dynasty, Li Tai To, and was celebrated as national hero of Vietnam. Ancestral worship is an integral part of Vietnamese culture. It can be involved honoring one's parents, grandparents, or even historic figures like Li Tai To. The act of lighting incense, offering food, and other
ഇതിലോട്ട്
rituals
വെക്കാൻ പറ്റും.
symbolizes the deep reverence and connection.
അല്ല, ഇതൊന്ന് കട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ട് ഇങ്ങനെ ലാൻഡ്സ്കേപ്പിൽ എടുത്തത് രണ്ടെണ്ണം എടുക്കേണ്ട ആവശ്യമില്ല അല്ലേ?
This is an stone carved poem by Emperor Li Loi. During that time, the Vietnamese language was written in Chinese alphabets.
ഇതുപോലെ ആക്കാനാണ് എനിക്ക് ആഗ്രഹം, നമ്മളെ മുറ്റം അങ്ങനെ ആക്കിയാലോ?
This monument is typical example of traditional Vietnamese architecture which reflects simplicity as well as elegance.
എന്ത് സാധനം, ചായ ആണോ?
When it gets dark, the road transforms into a sea of people. Despite being densely populated, the city administration is focused on keeping the city greener. This is a worship hall that blends traditional beliefs with Buddhist practices. This is something seen throughout Vietnam. And filming was not permitted inside this temple. I was unaware about this. The guard reminded me that. Lots of artistic and cultural events were taking place on the street, including stage dramas, musical performance, and photo shoots in traditional attire. And the streets are full of charm and beauty. If you want to explore Hanoi's old quarter, taking bus number 31 is one of the most affordable options. It costs around half a dollar or less.
Phải không các trưởng ơi? Đúng rồi. Quay ơi. À, chà. Quay ơi, quay ơi. Ok. Ok, sao quậy để biết sáo thì kêu gọi cún thế? Quay ơi. Ra đây. Báo cáo bác là thế này. Đâu? Mọi khi quậy nó vẫn biên chế ở quốc gia này. Đây nhưng mà hôm nay này là đang viết đơn xin bác Phúc Bánh trưởng thôn là vắng mặt để ăn đầy tháng con chị Hạnh. À. Đấy thế mọi khi nó vẫn ở đây này. Thế là ăn đầy tháng con chị Hạnh. Vâng, thế em mới nói là cái khúc đa này nó mang một ý nghĩa lịch sử này, ý nghĩa văn hóa vô cùng to lớn. Ok. Thôi được rồi. Dạ. Tôi công nhận làng ta nó có một
Many streets in Hanoi's old quarter was closed to vehicles during the weekends. During these days, streets of Hanoi transform into children's playground, bazaar and promenade for the adults. This is the Hanoi Post Office, an old building designed in the French colonial style. Many other buildings can be seen in Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City, and various other parts of Vietnam. Then we headed to the venue of cultural festival. These are the events related to 70th anniversary of independence. The main challenge we faced during this trip was that most of the name boards and signages were in Vietnamese language, and majority of the people didn't speak English. However, Google Translate was a great help for us. This is Ngong Son Temple, the temple of Jade Mountain, located on a small island in Hoan Kiem Lake, built in 18th century. Tran Hang Dao, who resisted the Mongol invasion in the 13th century, once swung the Taoist master, the soft shell of King Chui, the golden turtle god, and other deities are enshrined here. After becoming the emperor, the turtle god appeared in front of the Liloi who was traveling across the lake and asked for the magic sword to be returned. The king gave it back and the lake called Luk Tui has since been known as Hovankiam Lake, meaning the lake of the returned sword. The entry fee to the temple is 40,000 dong, approximately 135 Indian rupees or 1.5 US dollars. You need to cross the iconic red painted hook bridge to get inside the temple. We had to rush to the train street, so we didn't get inside the temple. So, Temperley, goodbye until the train street video comes. Thank you and take care.